People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube, people are elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-peopler.blogspot.com, and my soaps can be located at Purple Butterfly Soaps, which is peopler.etsy.com. And I'm here to show a friend how to braid hair and add beads. Okay, so let me grab a few beads. I'm thinking 5 will be a nice number. And I need rubber bands. And I'm going to use some, well, kind of a blue color for the hair, so that way she could see it. And I had something I was going to use as a beater, because as thick as I'm making this, I'm going to need a way to get it through the hair. So let me locate that right quick. It was right here on my thing. Knowing me, it slid on down. See, always the way. When you're prepared, everything goes swimmingly. And then sometimes it doesn't. I found it. Okay, now let me prop this up so you can see. Or more importantly, so she can see. Now, the first thing you're going to do is put everything where you can see it. So I'll put this here. This I'll just stick right here so it won't get lost again. Now, let me simulate the braid. I'm just going to braid to the end of this twist. And because I'm using a light color, she should be able to see it fine. Now let me share the hair so that way I can braid all the way down. That is also how you attach the actual extension, by the way. Now, because of the thick twist I actually have in my hair right now, this is going to be bulky unless I get all the way to the end of this little bit of an addition that I added. And then, of course, I'm going to take it right out because this is a cotton thread, because it was the only thing that I had that was thick enough. And cotton and curly hair, it's the devil. It will dry your stuff out. Okay, now, the next thing I need to do is load all the beads onto the beater, or at least however many will fit. Yep, I'm doing that wrong. Put it on the end there. I'm going to go the opposite direction. Get everything on the beater. Slide it through. I'm used to the kind of beater that has like a little loop on the end, so that way there's no guesswork. Now, you get that through. Now, this part she already knows, so I didn't do too much on that. What she needs to know, let me get close, is you take the last bead, wrap it around. I sometimes put an extension on the end of my hair if I know I'm going to be doing some beading, just so that way, even if I'm doing it with the same length of my hair, that way I have something to bind off the last bead with, so that way I'm not stressing my hair. But even if you use your own hair, the only thing that will be lost is the last ½ inch of the natural hair, and that's what you would trim off anyway. But you take your bead, oh, hold on, let me show you. You take that last bead, and you wrap it around at the very, very end, and then you put the rubber band, and you're going to do a winding thing with the rubber band. Just wind it till you literally run out of rubber band. Okay. Or until it gets tight on your hands or whatever. Now, that puts the bead on, and then you just slide the rest over, and you wind it a little bit so that way you cover up that last bead with the hair. Ta-da! And that's how you do that. Now, I'm going to adjust this camera angle so that way you can see it a little bit better. Maybe lift it up a little. Hold on. That ain't going to work. Let's put it this way. And maybe put a connection here. Now I'm going to cut that off. Now, what did I do with some scissors? Now, theoretically, when you're taking this loose, you're going to either cut the rubber band if you don't want to lose any of the hair, or you just cut right through the hair, and that will give you an instant hair trim. But let's show that to you again. Well, first let me find the, what I do with the beater. There we go. It just popped right on off of there. Okay, you're sliding the bead up, or sliding the hair off the bead, rather. You get a rubber band. Put that around your finger. Slide it down to the end of where the, hair is going to go. Wrap it around. Then start winding the bead on. I mean, you couldn't do the, loop twice thing like this, but all that does is cause you to have cramps in your hands when you could just simply wind it like this. And then when you run out of real estate, that's already tight, and it gives you enough leeway to trim the ends when it's time. And slide that up a little bit so that way it smooths out. See that? That's what you got going on. It literally wraps around. And then you slide the hair downward. Ta-da! And that's how you get that look. And you can also take and manipulate the bead to be flatter, to match the bead that's already there, especially if you're using an odd-shaped bead. See? That way, depending on the angle, it doesn't show this way. But when your hair is dark colored, like black, brown, whatever, and you use the right set of beads, it's not going to matter. Nobody's really going to notice that. But since I'm using a white string, it's kind of obvious. So I hope this has been helpful to you, Miss Carolyn. And go spoil the baby and braid her hair up in a bunch of fun beads that are connected the right way. Because if you don't use the loop around method, then one good tug and, put the hat on the baby's head or whatever, and they take it off, and it slides right off, and then you're out of beads, and the kid will get out of patience, and it'll be frustrating for both of you, so we don't want to do it that way. So this has been People of 7 on Twitter and YouTube. People are elsewhere on the internet. My blog is located at purplebutterfly-people.blogspot.com, and my soaps, Purple Butterfly Soaps, can be located at people.etsy.com. I hope this has been helpful to you, Miss Carolyn. I hope this has been helpful to somebody else, but that's how it looks. And go do it. Take care now. And I'll see you tomorrow so you can show me how you did, or if you have any questions, we'll discuss it then. Bye now.